that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Welcome to a special edition of the Book No More podcast. Today is actually the Roundtable from the Mind, Body, and Spirit Tour. As a matter of fact, the last tour, a total life changes for the year 2021. We're doing a special roundtable from the event. I am so blessed to be surrounded by so much greatness here today. They've agreed to share some of their time, some of their wisdom, some of their knowledge. And we're just going to have a short talk. This is not meant to be a full-blown podcast, so no, this is not going to last an hour. We're just going to take a few minutes, and we're just going to reflect on some things. The first person I want to introduce is Miss Krista Wilkinson. Say hi to
Hello.
I mean, absolutely amazing individual. As a matter of fact, I had her on the podcast, I think it was a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Amazing story. We have the incredible Miss Annie Bartley. She is my transformation contest partner because we were running in Houston together earlier this year. Matter of fact, in April.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Then we have the coach, LaKendra Jones in the house.
Yes.
And last but certainly not least, the transformation contest winner one of the transformation contest winners out of Orlando, Miss Tiffany Wilford. And basically, how I want to start this discussion off, those of you who watch me from time to time, as far as when I pop up and do lives and do some training, I talk about having a C moment, spelled SEE, which stands for Significant Emotional Event. And what I want to discuss today is the significant emotional event that literally got us started on our journeys. Where we are now, are those the same emotions that drive us? Are those the same incidents that drive us to continue in our journeys today? So, who would like to tackle that first?
I would.
Go ahead.
I would. Hello, everybody. My name is Annie B. This question is not an easy one. It's not an easy one, but I'm just going to be transparent today. Transparency seems to be my go-to. After I had my son in 2019, my aha see moment was realizing that I didn't have the love for myself necessary to love my child. So that was the moment that showed me I had work to do. You know, I remember looking at my son and feeling, what can I teach him? How can I teach him what I don't know? You know, it broke me down. And I think that was the moment where I decided I couldn't do it alone. So I started seeking God more. I had to cry out to him to, start to heal those parts of me that I gave away to many men, if I can be honest. I was just giving my love away here, there. And, in doing that, God has really been an engine, a healer, a provider in my life. So when he lets me know that my life is not just for me, my life is not just meant for me to live just for me, it's meant for me to make a positive impact in the world. So that's what gets me going, is remembering that I have to love myself in order to properly love others, in order to make the type of impact God wants me to make. And it's not easy. because I've had to overcome so many battles as we all have with anxiety, fears, doubts. You don't really know where you're going, but you're going somewhere. You know? You know, when God tells you to move, you don't always know. And stepping into the unknown is scary for me, you know, but I feel like that was the moment that let me know and continues to let me know that my life is not just for me to live. I have to be the example. So I thank God for that, and I'm grateful to be with Bobby, Tiffany, Crystal. I'm Crystal. Y'all, the me and names, okay? If you know me, you know me and names.
It's okay.
But yeah, that was my C moment. That was my C moment with my son. He started it all.
Seminar. Hi everyone, I am Crystal Wilkinson, National Director with Total Life Changes. My moment was similar to yours, Annie B. I got to the place in my life where I didn't love anything. I had a child just a few months prior, and I also had a daughter prior to that. And for me, I just was in a dark place where I didn't love myself, let alone love my kids right. You know, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to be on this earth anymore. And so I had never felt like that in my life ever before. And the Holy Spirit within one day just woke me up to start seeking some help. It just told me, like, you got to get up out this funk, Crystal. You better than this. You done been through way more stuff than this. You can get through this, but you got to get up and do some work and go seek the help you need. And that just really spun me towards Total Life Changes. And part of your question, I want to make sure I stay on point because I know I can ramble on, y'all. I can talk a little bit, but to answer the second part of the question, that really is what keeps me fueled. Just thinking about the trials and tribulations that I went through, and I know that there's so many other people who are experiencing the same thing. And like you said, it's bigger than me. Like, I know I finally understand, and Total Life, I finally understand that it's bigger than me. It's bigger than my kids. It's bigger than my family. I'm put here for a purpose, to make an impact. I'm a vessel. So therefore, that sends me back to remind me, hey, look, you got to help others. There's people out here who need you. You know what you overcame. There's other people who need to overcome that too. You got to get out here and help them. We'll be right back. All right. That's it.
As you can tell, she has a passion, trust, and believe.
Well, okay, you can go. You can go.
Hey everybody. I think for me, as I mentioned, if some of y'all know my story, when I lost my sister, it kind of opened up my eyes because that was the first death I really experienced that was so close to me. And at that particular time, I was working in the healthcare field. COVID just hit. I was sleeping in my car because there was so many unknowns. Because I didn't want to have my kids, get COVID. I just didn't understand. And that was my aha. It was like, is this how you want to live your life? Life is so precious. You don't know how much time you have on this earth. I done endured strokes. I was battling MS. I didn't know what my life was going to be. And I just knew I needed to make changes. I knew I needed to be mentally strong because at that point in time, I really wasn't loving myself the way I should be loving myself. And it filters down, like the lady said, it filters down to your kids. Like, my kids deserve the best love. They deserve their mother. So I really had to say, wake up. Like, are you truly walking and living in your purpose? And I have a giving, serving heart, so I love helping my patients. But when I see my patients are passing away, and then people I love start passing away, I say, you know what? Before I leave this earth, I don't know that time. I got to make changes. In order for me to make changes and help other people, I need to be healthy. I need to be mentally strong. I need to be spiritually strong. And I need to make sure my body is in the right way to keep me going. So once that happened, I said, you know what? It's no turning back. My fuel now is seeing my kids, seeing me so happy. Everything I did, it was like, wow, I did it with them, but them coming to me and saying, I'm proud of you, Mom. Like, you have to go, like, coming to these events and connecting with different people, and they seeing me stop and having conversations with people and encouraging people. They're like, Mom, you battle mental illness, and you're here able to impact somebody else who's going through depression. If they have any doubt, if their friends have doubt, they're like, Mom, I was able to talk to my friend because they're battling this. They can't talk to their parents. That right there said, okay, they're watching. They're watching me. And I had to stop being afraid. I said, I can't allow fear stop me from doing what my purpose is in life. So that's pretty much where I'm at.
Wow, 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 wow. Well, I have a couple that is going to tie into my last one, but my first one is my moment was the day. Actually, it's very significant because it was my dad's birthday. It was May the 17th of 2016. I was sitting in the tub filled with water, and I just wanted to just end it. I wanted to let it go because how many people know that or have heard what God said? God did not tell me that was my husband. I had to own that lie. And I had my God said moment. And God said, I didn't tell you that. And I learned at that moment that I had put myself in positions that made me doubt who I was, put me in a financial bind that I shouldn't have put myself in, right? Separated myself from my family, my older two children in particular, even though they had already graduated, they're adult children. If you leave your kids without a plan, who? If you leave your children without a plan, so what? They graduated. That's still a generational curse. And so, but being in that state of mind that I was in, it led me to today. Being in that state of mind, obesity, it just made me, and here's the thing, I guess it was just that God said moment. That's one of the reasons why I'm the woman of God that I am today. Because I know what it really feels like to hear the Holy Spirit versus hearing emotion. Because we are very moved by emotion. We really are. I was moved by emotion. Okay? And it what led me to this C moment. When I was down there today during Fun Friday, and I'm watching and people asking questions, right? They didn't see me with the My Health Matters shirt on. They didn't see me with the Dallas shirt on, but they're like, wow, they're in awe at what's going on. And I was able to answer those questions. And I was able to think about a conversation that Kai had, like, he's doing what he's doing for his nieces and nephews, which are my grandchildren, right? And why it is so important for us to still, Bobby, thank you so much, for us to tell our story. So that's our moment. And moving forward, I know I'm going to have some more. This is everyone sitting at this table is one. Yeah.
Well, y'all, those are some powerful C moments. My initial C moment was, well, I had many, but one that really stands out, that really got it kicked off for me. I was having a particular conversation with some family members, and the disrespect that was taking place, it had been going on for so long that I accepted it as normal behavior. And it was like I had a revelation at that moment. I was like, hold up, I literally trained these people to treat me the way that I'm being treated right now. And so that really got the ball moving for me to really, first of all, the Holy Spirit had told me to come back to total life change. At that moment, that's when I had got a definite yes. I was like, okay, Father, I hear you. All right, I'm tired of fighting. Because I got tired of feeling the way that I was feeling in that moment, because I knew it was bigger than my health. what was going on internally was manifesting outwardly. So that got the ball rolling. I came back in 2019, in November 2019, and that really set the pace for the series of events that culminated on the stage in April of this year in Houston. That was the emotion that got me there. That was the C moment that got me there. But it's different now because after Houston, I'm in flow now. I understand my assignment. So my C moments are different. Those C moments are not painful. And what I mean by that is this. First of all, being able to be here at this table with such powerful people, powerful women of God, I'm blessed. I'm honored. This is a privilege for me. So I don't take what I do lightly. But when I got the assignment to actually start this podcast, that put me on an entirely different path from everybody else that is a part of Total Life Changes. And I just knew what to do at that particular moment. It was like the instructions was already downloaded into me. I just like, bam, I knew exactly what to do. And I was so blessed because Annie Bartley was the first person on the podcast.
I was so honored, Bobby. I was so honored.
So that really got things going. And from that point, I'm still on my journey. And so there's two moments here as of late that really has gotten the ball rolling for me. All right. I had a moment with my tailor last Friday because I had been getting a new suit for every new event. That was sort of like first of all, I needed to update my wardrobe anyway, using that much. So I had to get rid of all the suits. So Goodwill and the men's mission, they got blessed. Yeah. And so I needed to replace the suits anyway. But what ended up happening, that tailor that I've been going to for almost 20 years, he said something to me when I went to go get my suit for the Orlando event in July. He said, hey, look, I'm going to challenge you. I don't think you're going to do it, but I'm going to challenge you anyway. And he knew what he was doing when he said that. He said, if you come back in here for your next suit, for your next event, and you drop another size, I'll take $50 off of your suit. Okay. But that wasn't what drove me. What drove me was actually going down another size officially took me out of the category of big and tall.
Yeah. You better go ahead.
And so I appreciate the $50 discount.
Yeah.
But what really drove me was getting to a category that I hadn't seen in over 25 years. Because I understood, especially in the place to where I am right now, and especially with the visibility, because they're looking at all of us. And what I don't want to do is become a walking contradiction of what I am saying and what I am teaching and what I'm encouraging people to do. The second biggest thing, and I got to hold it together when I say this, but it's important because people need to they need to hear these other C moments, because this is what you get on the other side of through. My father is, from a health perspective, is not in the best of health. And he had gotten a diagnosis dealing with a lung condition that he has now that really shortened his life expectancy. And so, out of the blue, maybe about 3 months ago, my dad calls me and he says this. He said, son, I am so proud of you. He said, I've watched you. You literally told me that you was going to do this, and you did. You literally got rid of this weight and son. He said, and this is what messed me up. I had to pull over. He said, I can move on now knowing that you're going to be okay.
Wow.
Oh. So this is why I'm so passionate about what I do. I'm passionate, first of all, to make sure that I continue with my story. Because just because we get to a certain phase, it doesn't end there. There's levels to this. The second part of why I do what I do is to help tell other people's stories. This is the reason why the podcast even exists, because these stories need to be known. Yes, the products are amazing. The products are going to do what they're going to do, but like Jack Fowler said, you are the miracle. And thirdly, when we master 1 and 2, we done mastered actually creating our own story. We've gotten real good at telling other people's stories. What's next? Help create more stories.
That's all right.
Yes.
So this is where we are now. This is
Turn that thing on.
so I'm telling you, I appreciate each and every one of you that came and helped me with this today, because this is amazing. They do everything big in Texas. I see it now, and this is huge for me. I appreciate you sharing your time, your wisdom, your experience, but most importantly, your spirit. I love each and every one of you.
Thank you. We love you.
Hey, man. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap this thing up, because some of us, we need to get some groceries in our belly before the next session starts. So look, as I end every podcast, my time is up. I thank you for yours, and I love each and every one of you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peace.
I like that.